Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share 10 tips for pain-free intramuscular injections. I get a lot of comments and complaints from guys online about pain during the intramuscular injections, and so today's tips are going to help reduce that pain not only during but also after your injections. Now, these tips are mainly intended for those of you injecting testosterone for testosterone replacement therapy. However, many of these tips can also be used for other injection and medication types. However, please always consult with your doctor before you take any action regarding your health and your hormones. And finally, these tips that I'll go through are going to be brief in this video, but if you'd like a bit more of a detailed explanation, I'm going to link to the original blog post that I did on this that goes into it in more detail in the description of this video, so check it out there. With that being said, here are 10 tips for pain-free intramuscular injections. Tip number 1, find the correct injection site, or as I like to call it, the sweet spot. So in the beginning, it will be hard to know exactly where to inject due to lack of experience. So I have created a number of guides and videos for you to show you where exactly to inject. And that includes the deltoid, the quad, and the glute injection sites. So just look in the description of this video for those how-to videos on the correct injection site. Tip number 2 is rotate your injection sites. Injecting in the same location every time may cause a buildup of scar tissue at that injection site, and this may cause pain over time if you continue to inject in the same location. So if possible, try and rotate your injections through different sites each time. Try and utilize as many different injection sites as possible that both you and your doctor are comfortable with. Tip number 3 is to use the appropriate needle size. Now, use the most appropriate and smallest needle size possible that still allows you to inject the testosterone safely and easily. If you're able to use a 25 gauge needle, then why would you use a 23 gauge, which is larger? The smaller needle size will reduce the pain experience as the needle enters the skin. Now, I was guilty of this personally for many years too. I stuck with a 23 gauge needle due to habit, but as soon as I switched to a 25 gauge needle, the pain was immediately reduced. Tip number 4 is to inject with a finer side of the needle. The needles you use have both a fine point and a blunt side at the head. And if you look closely at the head of the needle and rotate it, you should see this. So make sure that you use the finer edge of the needle as you insert the needle into your skin or the injection site. Tip number 5 is to inject slowly. Injecting the testosterone slowly can significantly reduce the soreness afterwards, especially for larger volume injections such as libido. Tip number 6, swap needles and use a new needle for injecting. Needles blunt with each use, including when you draw your testosterone, so try and swap needles between drawing the testosterone and injecting the testosterone. A fresh, sharp needle will absolutely decrease the risk of pain when injecting. Tip number 7, warm up your body and warm up your testosterone. One strategy that may work for you is to warm your body by taking a hot shower before your injection. This helps relax the muscles and keep them unflexed. And you can also try warming the testosterone before the injection. You can do this by holding the vial in a closed fist for a couple of minutes, running it under hot water, or placing it near a heater until it's warm. Tip number 8, try smaller injection doses. If your doctor permits it and it fits your treatment appropriately, you can also try small doses of testosterone more frequently rather than larger doses, less frequency, or all at once. So consider trying this if you experience injection pain and nothing else works. Tip number 9, use legal testosterone. Using illegal testosterone may be one of the causes of pain for you. Normally, we would assume that you're using legally prescribed testosterone prescribed by a doctor and issued by a pharmacy. However, I do get a lot of DIY viewers and I'd like to cover all bases. So some black market testosterone may contain poor quality ingredients that you wouldn't find in normal testosterone, and this may be causing pain, especially in the period after injecting. So if you have tried all other approaches without any luck, try legal testosterone if possible, or try switching brands. And finally, tip number 10, let the skin dry after wiping it with an alcohol swab. Before injecting, you typically wipe the injection site with an alcohol swab to clear away any dirt and bacteria. So let the injection site dry first before injecting. Otherwise, you may experience a stinging sensation if you penetrate the skin while it is still wet. There you have it. I hope these tips are going to allow you to experience pain-free injections in future, or at the very least, reduced pain during your injections. Now, remember that this takes experience and time. So for a lot of guys, it's going to be painful in the beginning, but with time and experience, you're going to get used to it and you're going to find those sweet spots, and hopefully your injections are going to be pretty much pain-free most of the time as you gain experience. Now, if you have any tips of your own that I might have left out here, then please just leave a comment in the comment section below so that everyone else can see it. And finally, if you like this video and you found it helpful, please just click the like button. With that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.